In the mid-1800s, Chinese immigrants furnished cheap labor to U.S. employers. But as the immigration population grew and the economy took a turn for the worse, pressure grew to curtail immigration. In response, Congress passed laws excluding Chinese laborers from the U.S. In the Chinese Exclusion Case, the Supreme Court considered whether there were any limits on Congress's power to do so. In 1868, the U.S. and China signed a treaty providing that each country's citizens should enjoy in the other's country the privileges and immunities afforded to citizens from most favored nations. In 1880, the two countries modified that treaty to allow the U.S. to reasonably limit or suspend immigration by Chinese laborers whenever the U.S. government determined that the country's interests necessitated it. In 1882, Congress passed legislation known as the Chinese Exclusion Act that prohibited Chinese laborers from immigrating to the U.S. for 10 years. Individuals already in the country were issued certificates, allowing them to leave and reenter. But in 1888, Congress enacted a further law, voiding the certificates and making it unlawful for any Chinese laborer who left the country to return. Chae Ping, a Chinese citizen, lived in California for approximately 12 years. When Ping left to visit China in 1887, he obtained a certificate permitting his return. The 1888 law went into effect while Ping was sailing back to the U.S., and his certificate was annulled. When his steamship arrived in California, customs officials refused Ping permission to land. He was detained by the captain and held on board. Ping petitioned the Federal Circuit Court for writ of habeas corpus, arguing that the new law violated the treaty with China and rights he'd been granted by Congress. The Circuit Court denied his petition. Ping appealed to the United States Supreme Court.